Good evening. Important symbols of American power have been hit today by a series of devastating terrorist attacks.
It began when a hijacked plane flew straight into one of the twin towers of the World Trade Center. 18 minutes later, captured on video, a second plane was steered into the other tower. From a different angle, the attack was live across the US networks. 50,000 people were in these two buildings, and in harrowing images, people could be seen hanging out of the windows of the skyscrapers, waving for help and pleading for rescue. Shortly afterwards, in scenes that will scar this nation for a generation, one of the giant towers collapsed onto its own foundations. A little later, the second twin tower imploded. It was deep shock mixed with a terrible, single, all-consuming question. After the carnage in New York, a third hijacked plane was crashed into the Pentagon in Washington, D.C. And again, the destruction was immense. America was thrown into further confusion.
Forensic experts from Scotland Yard's anti-terrorist unit have already begun what is likely to be Britain's most intensive manhunt. The scene of the bus bomb in Tavistock Square is only one of 4 crime scenes which have to be examined in the most minute detail. From tiny fragments of debris, evidence can be gathered which will help in the worldwide search for the source of the explosives and detonators and the identities of the bombers.
We are continuing to cover this suicide bombing in Manchester, which has killed at least 22 people and injured more than 50. This was the precise moment the attack happened.
Oh my God.
That was just after 10:30 last night, as people left the Manchester arena following an Ariana Grande concert.
A gunman has gone on a rampage in America where local reports say at least 8 people have died. 3 police officers are known to have been injured. The shooting happened inside a synagogue in Pittsburgh, where police have arrested a man, but his motive is not yet known.
Heavily armed SWAT teams on the usually quiet suburban streets of Squirrel Hill in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. At 10 this morning, a gunman opened fire in the Tree of Life synagogue. It's understood he had an assault rifle and several handguns. Inside, up to 100 worshippers, a bigger than average congregation, gathered for a baby ceremony.
Slaughtered as they prayed in their mosque as the horrific attack was streamed live online. 49 people shot dead and dozens more injured in New Zealand. The self-proclaimed white supremacist accused of the country's deadliest terror attack. The suspect had 5 guns and a gun license but wasn't on the security service's radar.